It's pretty quick with StreamYard. I love it.
Yes.
We're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome, Susanna. Today, my guest is Access Certified Facilitator based in Vienna, but everywhere in the world, Susanna Mittermaier. And she is also the founder and facilitator of Pragmatic Psychology, which we will talk about. And this week, since 2 weeks actually, we have been interviewing certified facilitators from around the world on their perspectives on presumptive and reactive realities. And we are going to talk in those terms about pragmatic psychology. I think it's already in its name and pragmatic. And I happen to have your advanced pragmatic psychology book. It's one of my favorite books. And even the opening of it is, how pragmatic is that? Like she says, creating life on planet Earth without trauma or drama, upset or intrigue. And how many presumptive realities are already there about psychology itself. I would like to hear more about that from you, how this came out, maybe, and how it is nothing to do with presumptions and reactive realities.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Well, we all know that reacting is considered as something very, very normal. Normal to a degree where if you don't react, you're considered
Mhm.
crazy or you risk being judged in some way or even considered as someone who's suppressing something or you're not really getting the seriousness of the matter. And I'm sure you guys listening to this have had situations where where you should have reacted, where it should have been dramatic for you, but it wasn't. And
Mhm.
this is where you are being you. You're choosing to be pragmatic, and pragmatic for me is like you be you. You choose what works for you. We live in a world that's dramatic, not pragmatic. And dramatic is all about the need of reacting. Like there's literally a need like to react. So if you look at certain situations in your life where you're supposed to have had a reaction and you're supposed to have gone, oh God, Dios mío, like this person left me or this happened. And if you look at the very first thing that came up for you in those so-called supposedly dramatic situation, what came up for you? Like how many times when you look back, it was the first like initial nanosecond, some moments, some seconds, or even longer maybe, where you went, okay, well, that's that. All right, now what? That's you being you. But then many times after we've had a space of, okay, yeah, that person left me, I lost a job, or this person died, or this happened, and something out of the ordinary occurred, and you're like, okay, that's it. Now what? Like, how long did you allow that space to last until you went into your mind going, something is wrong. I'm not reacting. I need to react. And then you put out your tentacles out into the world and go, how is one supposed to react? What is
Mhm.
right and normal? And then you go, okay, depression, anxiety, worry, stress. Those are good ones. And then you pull them into your world, you pull them into your body and go, and you have a feeling, a thought, an emotion, and it feels so good and so real because it's intense enough. And you go, okay, good person. I'm real again. I'm normal again. Well done. Whew, that was close to being too different, too weird, too out there. And so this is where you invent the need to react to something which is not real and true for you. So this is where you are inventing drama. And we all know it, like from things like relationships, where we go, we all know, okay, I could have no point of view about what my partner just said.
Mhm.
I could not go into reaction. But then, that voice in the back of your head goes, come on, do it, say something, make him wrong. Come on, come on. And then you're like, damn it. And then you create and invent this need to react. when you know it's not true for you, but
Yeah.
gosh, I need to be a normal relationship person. I need to be a normal person who still is relating to other people and who is relatable for other people. It's like other
Mhm.
people have also this need for you to react. Like if you, let's say, have hello family, have a family dinner, you're like, and they talk about some world situation or political situation or whatever is going on, and you're like, okay. So, and then they ask you, so what's your point of view about it? And you go, nothing. Like,
Yeah.
how wrong are you being made, either with words or without words, for you having as a level of ease, joy, and glory you're not supposed to have? So this is where we have to have the willingness to be different and get over that need to be relatable to other people. And
Mhm.
it's a practice. It's like starting to enjoy the shameless difference and the joy, like the shameless joy of being different, and realizing that is you being the gift. Like you going, oh God, like reacting like other people need you to react, thinking that this is a gift. Yes, it's a gift to their limitations, but it's not a gift to inspiring them to greatness. So
Mhm.
this is where we can, look at what is actually true for me. And one of the things that showed up for me with these presumptive realities and needs of reactive realities, like pot and pocking them with everything, is like I got to a sense of what's true for me on a whole new level that I've never had before, like with everything, with every part of my life. So, and it's, you guys listening, you know how this works. You just, say all those presumptive realities and needs of reactive realities in whatever situation occurs, pot pock that over and over and over again, like keep on doing it with everything that's heavy. And then there's going to be a sense of like nothingness. Like
Mhm.
people like talk about like it's nothingness, but this is where the space of, wow, now I can create what's actually true for me. And this is just up on the buffet right now.
Beautiful. That nothingness. It just reminded me yesterday. I just met a lady who was married about 20 years, and she's thinking of divorcing because there's nothing else left in the marriage. And she asked me, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing going perfect either. There's nothing. It just left me, and she is trying to find a trauma and drama so that she can have an excuse to get out of that. And she doesn't know about access or the tools. I just asked her to use a few, and then she was so relieved. And that, how different is that, that there is almost an expectation when you are
Mm.
in a relationship, even from your partner, your family, everyone around you. So when there is that expectation, if someone is new to using those tools, is there any suggestion to the listeners? Like, what is the tool that you can suggest they can have ease with the situation? Because the reaction is also almost like it proves to others that there is a relationship.
Yeah, yeah, it's a proof of caring for many people that you react.
Yeah.
And well, caring is very twisted in this world. We have learned a very twisted version of caring in this world, growing up in our cultures, in our, upbringings, families, where caring is supposedly to react and
Mhm.
to react to someone's needs. So when someone needs something from you, whatever that need is, sometimes people need you to do something, but sometimes people need you to be limited. Sometimes people need you to validate their point of view. They might say, like, this is my point of view about la 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 la, right? You agree, right? And they have this, come on, you need to agree with this heaviness. And then, it's so tempting, and so, yeah, it's so tempting to go, oh gosh, I want to just be nice to this person. And so, yes, okay, yes, I have the same point of view, but it's not really true for you, right? So doing that, like fulfilling someone's needs, whatever they are, is not a wrongness.
Mhm.
You're not doing anything wrong. It's just like looking at, okay, that is not my only choice.
Mhm.
It's not my only choice to go around and please people's needs in what they need me to do or what they need me to be. And then you can look at when you're not judging yourself for pleasing people's needs and go, okay, and then you ask, is this my only choice? No, what else could I choose here?
Mhm.
You start to realize that every person's needs is not a fixed anchored thing. It's not a reality unless you make it so. It's basically, we say it's an interesting point of view. It's just like, okay, that's what they think, but that's not that. It doesn't need to be so significant or relevant for me. It's just
Mhm.
like their interesting point of view. So you can use this tool of, you can feel someone's need, either it's spoken out loud, or you just feel it energetically, and you can say in your head, wow, interesting point of view, that they have this point of view that I should do this for them. Oh, that's actually an interesting point of view that they have this point of view. Wow. And then you
Mhm.
can go with yourself. Oh, interesting point of view. I have this point of view that I'm supposed to do this for them. And if I don't, I'm not caring and wrong and evil. Wow, interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Well, that's just an interesting point of view. It's not even real. And then you say this a couple of times and you realize, wow, I've made something real that actually isn't real. It's not written in stone somewhere. It's just like a choice I can make. And then you can ask yourself, okay, what is actually me being a gift to them?
Mhm.
If I fulfill their need, what will that create? Does it open up and does it feel lighter? If I don't fulfill their need, if I choose something different, what will that create? And then you can lead the situation to something that creates greater for all of you, for you and for them, depending on whatever energy that presents itself when you ask the question. Okay, if I do this for them, okay, it actually is lighter. Sometimes fulfilling someone's need is actually creating greater for all of you.
Mhm.
Sometimes not fulfilling their need is creating greater for them. But it's then you're not the effect. You don't react to their reaction, but you are acting according to whatever is coming up for you as an awareness. And that's the different thing. You're not reacting to what they need, you're aware of what they need, and then you act according to whatever creates greater and more ease. And you can apply this in any situation.
Wow, beautiful. And this is what we talk about in Access, but also so different from classical psychology, right? Where you have to tell your story, where there has to be someone aligning and agreeing with your story and giving you instructions as per your story. And this is a radical way out
Yes.
of that paradigm.
Definitely, because it's like the story is supposed to tell you who you are. The
Yeah.
story is supposed to tell you, this is who I was, this is what I experienced. Therefore, hence, I only have choice in this way, but not this way, because I experienced
Mhm.
abuse, I experienced this, so this is going to shape my future. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. You have choice in every moment. You have action. Like, it's so many people react, they create a need of reactive reality to their past, to their abuse, to their childhood, and I go, because I had this, I need to react in with feelings, emotions. But that just keeps you in the box of your past and never allows you to create beyond. But no matter what experience you had, abuse, money issues, stuff, that was your past. Okay, so receive it as a gift, use it as a springboard, as a jumping board to what else would I like to create now, and realize you have choice to shape your future in whatever moment, once you get out of the need of reacting to absolutely everything.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Thank you so much for that. And I am just curious, can you give a little short story of how pragmatic psychology actually started? You're a psychologist by trade, and how did that came about?
Well, I was studying to become a psychologist in Sweden, and I worked in child oncology and then later in a psychiatric hospital. And when I was looking at what I would like to study, for the first time, I tried different things, and I never really knew what I wanted to do after school. And then I did different things, and then before I started to become a psychologist, I had this: what do I really want to create in this world? Like, I really asked myself for the first time. I
Mhm.
just, reacted to my parents and my family's needs of what they wanted me to do. But then I asked, what do I want? And I realized, well, what I would like is to show people what they're capable of, to empowering them to know what they know. And
Mhm.
so I asked, what matches that education? The best I could find was become a psychologist. So I did that education. I had these jobs in different areas. And then I realized, wait a second, what do I know psychology can be? Does it have to be all about there's something wrong, we need to fix it? Or can it be about what is strong? How can we use it? And
Mm,
this is how it started. Like I, did some Access classes, had conversation with Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness. And then I started to use the tools on myself and also on my patients in psychiatry. And their pragmatic psychology was born as this different approach to facilitating change, in a totally different way, of doing therapy in a totally different way. And yeah, and then, I've started to write some books, travel around the world, teach classes, and do
mhm.
keynote speeches and all that stuff. And it's just like this different approach to facilitating change, as whatever you do in your profession.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you very much for that. And you facilitate, I've seen you have quite a lot in your schedule. Uh, Facilitating also, she's a right voice for you, facilitator, right? Certified
Mhm.
facilitator. And for the pragmatic psychology classes, the practitioner ones, is there a prerequisite to be a
Mm.
certified facilitator or not? I
No,
just confused with that. Okay. So
no.
she's, yeah, she's going to have one. I just checked and she informed me one in Izmir, Turkey, actually, coming up in June, on 9th of June. And she has many more all around the world. You can follow Susanna Mittermaier, also from Access website. And I'm looking forward to be in one myself. I haven't yet. I have read the books, but I keep listening to your podcast or your YouTubes, and they're really a different perspective. And what does it take for more people to have access to it?
Totally.
Thank
Thank you
you so
so much. Thanks for doing what you do with these talks. Just brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone listening now or in the future. See you later. Bye.
Bye.